Hi there, this is Nayan from the flooring marketing team. I'm thrilled you responded to my email, and I'm hoping this short video will add a lot of value for you and your team. At the end of this video, if you feel this is helpful, and of course there's a lot more things we can do with this and can lead to a deeper conversation, please feel free to reach out to me. Else, if you want to use this as an action plan for your team, that works with me as well. I know that you are super busy, and so am I. So I would want to quickly get into the content that I want to cover in this short time. Right. So there are three essential things I'd want to discuss with you today that will help you rank your website. And of course, I'm aware you're ranking already for a lot of local keywords, which we'll get to. But there are three things that I'll probably discuss that we evaluated your website on. One is the content, the second is the backlinks, and the third is citations. Right. So I'll quickly get started, and we'll then come back to the slide probably summarizing the overall content. So with that being said, let me quickly get started. So going through your website, first things first, I like the look and feel of the website. Right, the images are very high quality, which is really really good. One thing that I feel, which is a very big gap in terms of the content, is the textual information that is there on your homepage. Right, there is not enough uh, content on your homepage. So there's hardly 200 words that are available on your homepage, which is not really enough. Google recommends having at least 1,500 words on your homepage to help it rank better, right? So I see that you're already dominating for a lot of keywords, but I feel employing this tactic will further position you as a top dominating website for your locality, right? So first things first, you need to fix the content on your homepage. Make sure that you have at least 1,500 words of content on your homepage. Right. The second thing I noticed is when I was loading your website, the website speed itself was very slow. Uh, so it took me some time for the website to load, and I just checked this in the Google's tool that they provide. So this is a free tool that you can use as well, and I saw that it got a rating of 24 out of 100, which is not good. So this is again on the lower category here. So there are a lot of technical information below, and what it basically says is, the images on your websites are super heavy. There is video content on your website which is really good, but I feel that the video is uploaded on the server, taking a lot of space and probably being very heavy on the website. So there are things you can do to optimize this and to make this better. Even the images, right? So if you see some of these images, and if I do a save as, uh, well, this image looks fine. Let me look at this, right? So for example, in this case, there are some images that have been optimized, which is really great, and many of your competitors are not doing it. So hats off to you there. But there are some images on your website which have content like thumbnail 3, thumbnail 1, which is basically a wasted opportunity. You can use this to add more keywords to your website, right? So a lot of on-page optimization is has to be done for your website. So this is in terms of the content. Now let's go to the backlinks, right? So what a backlink is, so let me give you a 5-second overview. A backlink is nothing uh, but different websites that are pointing to your websites, right? So they are linking back to your website or referring to your website for either the content or reference or any other purposes, right? So what this tells Google is that your website is positioned as an authority in a specific locality to and that's the reason why there are so many websites referring back to you, right? So that is one of the key metric that Google uses to rank websites on Google's front page, right? So looking at your backlinking profile, it seems that you have 276 backlinks, which is great, and there are 31 domains as well which are referring back. And again, there are like 21 keywords that you guys are ranking for, which is good, but I think you guys can do way better, right? So one of the key things that I've noticed that the competitors in your locality are not doing much, right? They are not digitally savvy, and this is where you can use this as a competitive edge to make your stand even more stronger, right? So you're ranking for a lot of good keywords which are very location specific. So keywords like and Anaheim. Give me a second here till it logs back in. Yeah, keywords like Anaheim carpet, flooring, Anaheim, which is very good because you're ranking there for very location specific and the service specific keywords, which is great. But I feel there is, looking at your backlinking profile, there is a lot of things you can do to make sure that your position is strengthened, right? I see that you get almost 40 to 50 traffic, which is still very lower in terms of the traffic that you're getting on your website. You can do much better compared to some of the competitors in your neighboring areas, right? So one of the key things that I noticed is, some of these competitors you have may not be uh, very strong competitors in terms of digital presence, but some of the upcoming competitors like Sterling Flooring, right? So they have just one page dedicated to this location, but if they put more, they have a better backlinking profile. So if I go to Sterling Flooring here, they have too many backlinks and referring domains. They rank for more than 1,000 keywords. But the good thing is, they are not, their location targeting is different, but they have uh, started to position their web page for your locality as well. So that's where you need to make sure your stand and your website is strong enough to withstand competition when these folks, if they try coming in your market, right? So that is something which is an open risk for you. Okay, so that's it. That is my take on your backlinks. So the next thing I really want to talk about is the citations, right? So this is the third topic on the plate, which is citations. And what I want to talk here is very quickly on on what citations means. Is basically it is to make sure that your name, address, and phone number is distributed across the web in different directories like Yelps, in different directories uh, uh, you have home advisors and multiple other directories where you can submit your citations for, right? And also signing up for Google My Business, which will help you get into this business listing. But I see that you guys are already doing a really good job of having your listing up here, and plus you have good reviews for this, right? So I think you guys are doing a really great job here. Of course, there would be some scope for improvement, right? You can always uh, use a tool like uh, White Spark, right? So White Spark is a tool that people use to increase their citations by submitting their name, address, and phone numbers to a lot of directories. And believe me, there are a lot of directories that you guys have not heard of. So I think that is one tool that you can start looking at. But yes, I think the great job here in terms of having your Google listing up. I'm pretty sure you'll get a lot of leads out of this. So the good job there, right? So I don't have a lot of things to add in terms of the citations. I think you guys are already doing a great job, but you need to make sure you're strengthening your position to to mitigate any risks of competitors coming into your locality, right? So again, to quickly recap, I think things that are really working well for you, you're ranking well for local keywords. Some of your competitors are not very digitally savvy. They are upcoming, um, and you have a very visually attractive website with good video available on the homepage, and you have a well built and ranked Google listing, and you have great customer reviews. So I'm sure your customers, you're helping your clients a lot with this. So these are some things that are really well. Some things you can fix on your website today, as we quickly covered. I wanted to recap this. So on a content standpoint, you need to make sure you have enough content on your homepage. The site performance needs to be improved. It's right now it's not really great. um, Backlinks, there are not enough backlinks. I think there's a big risk for if there's a competitor that comes in, your website could be at risk of losing its position. And citation is, we need to further, you can further strengthen some of the citation that you have already been doing good job with the Google listing that we have. I'm pretty sure you can make it even better. And of course, I think the traffic is on a lower end, so I think you can do a lot to make sure that you can drive more traffic, because in and around your area there are people that you can pull to make this even better. So that being said, I would want to thank you for giving your time and listening to this. I'm hoping this will add value uh, to your website. And if you think you need to have a deeper conversation, we can of course get on a call, and I'll send you an email with this video. So feel free to respond to it or reach out to me on my contact details listed here. Okay, with that being said, thank you so much. Hoping to hear back from you. Bye.